What is going on, everybody? Stubbs here from Retro Handhelds. We are chilling on a Monday. Do people still say chillin'? Is that okay for me to say as a 39-year-old?
Yeah, say it all the time.
I say chillin'.
All right, cool. We got Rob, the Retro Tech Dad.
Yo, what's up?
My co-host as usual, and we have our guest co-host, Mr. MikeySax of MikeySax Reacts.
How's it going, everybody?
Much better now.
I got dressed.
Hey,
You got jazzed up today, man. You got the whole outfit going on.
I really want that jacket. I need a spiffy jacket like that. I like that.
Did you bring your saxophone to the show today?
I didn't want to. I don't want to like show off or like showboat or anything, but I'm not really prepared for it. So.
Hey, what's your show intro sound like again? Can you do that little lick?
Oh, do you want to hear it? All right, Here we go. Ready? That's pretty much it.
Oh my God. I don't know anything about the saxophone, but that sounded really impressive.
Listen,
really good.
I'm only going to say this once. That's from Dolphin Shoals from Mario Kart 8. There's a whole
really?
like underworld. There's an underwater theme and there's an overwater theme. And when you're out of the water, it's saxophone. And there's this brilliant sax solo on there. And there was a viral hit called the Mario Kart lick. You can all YouTube this.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful lick. You should learn it in every single key. And you'll be able to do a lot of things just with that. So.
I really appreciate that. Very good. But Mikey, that's enough out of you now. Welcome to the show. And also welcome to the YouTube channel. Mikey is now doing videos for RH. Check out his first video on the RGQ, which is freaking awesome. Adds a lot of personality to the channel. Him and Zoo might have a battle to the death. We're unclear. We'll see. I'm
hoping.
Yeah. So that's Mikey for you. And then finally, thank you also for joining us, our special guest today, 2LOUDTech of the 2LOUDTech YouTube channel. Sir, welcome, man.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
For sure. Not too much. You are closing in at 2,000 subs, and I hope we get you a few more tonight because I really want to showcase just how unique your content is. You really know your stuff, and you show that in your videos so well. But you also incorporate a lot of your family life in your videos, which is something that's cool. And you're talking about getting more nature vibes, which I think is just awesome to bring to the scene. We don't all have to be in our four walls and film there. So just check out 2Loud's content. Awesome. Welcome to the show for the first time. We have a really fun one for you, jam-packed. We're going to be keeping it pretty not kind of light on the news. We have some things to talk about. But we're not going to go too hard into reviews or anything. And then we're going to be talking about games we played this week, what handhelds we've been playing them on. And Zoo is going to be joining us today briefly via satellite, sharing about his Game of the Month updates and his thoughts on the games you can play around our Discord this month to win that sweet RH swag. I am very, very tired after staying up till 6 in the morning working on my LAX video.
It was great.
I commend you. That's impressive.
That was
worth the grind. I said, guys, I'm gonna make that video out on Monday, but I want to call a huge shout out to my editor who took on the massive task of putting that whole thing together. S Money or Kevin Shu is the editor that you will see more from me for any story type videos like that. That's sort of his specialty. And so it was fun. It was nerve-wracking. It was very sort of, I don't know, weird to not just do cut to cut end video, but we'll see. So that'll be good. And then we're going to be talking about, as far as the news goes, we have the Zotac Zone, which is a breaking news topic we just found out about today. Okay. We have Valve implements ROG Ally support and a whole bunch of things. So start things out today, guys. I want to know, what games have you all been playing and what games have you been playing them on, starting with Mr. Tech Daddy?
So I started to hop back into some Sea of Stars. I loaded up my save that I had, and I'm kind of trying to make my way through that game slowly, but surely I'll get it done with. That game is awesome, though. It's fantastic 2D RPG. It's really good. And I also preloaded Black Myth Wukong. I'm kind of excited about that one. I want to see how that one turns out. And just because also from a technical point of view, I think that thing is going to make a lot of these handhelds just absolutely cry. So that's another one I'm kind of excited for this week, but mostly Sea of Stars and then just my usual testing and stuff like that. So yeah, it's been a nice chill week with that game.
I love in Sea of Stars just the art style. That it's very relaxing, and the soundtrack too. You know?
Well, I love it too because like on any Windows handheld, you could just like turn down the TDP on it and just enjoy and get as much battery life with it. So it's a perfect game to play. Like if you just want to squeeze as much battery life out of the device, and it's a good game too. It's an awesome game at that. So yeah.
Good answer, man. Happy Monday.
Nice.
And let's go over to our guest, Mr. Too Loud. What have you been playing this week?
I've been bouncing around a bit. I'm finishing Good Boy Galaxy GBA. I've been playing that on the V10, and I've been playing a lot of the Odin Mini, just like Terraria, some Devil May Cry 1 on PS2, and finishing Prince of Persia, the Switch game. Been having a good time with that.
Fantastic.
And, I like the Odin Mini. It's really bright for outdoors, and I've been doing a lot of four-wheeling, so it's been good for that.
Are you going to take videos
awesome outdoors? Yeah, it's really good.
Are you going to take your Odin Mini on the four-wheeler and shoot a video on it? That would be cool.
I am.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I am.
What?
I've actually been recording some, yeah. I am.
Wait, can we break that down? How are you going to be on the four-wheeler? You have like a what do you call it, GoPro?
I do have a GoPro, yeah.
No way.
I have a chest mount and I have a head mount. I have a couple GoPros. There's gonna be some funny bits in there. I'll do some silly stuff in there, and it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Well, subscribe to 2Loud's channel, at 2LOUDTech, to check out some sweet 4x4 footage with the Odin 2 Mini. That's incredible. Best outdoor device of 2024. Let's go. Yes. Good answer.
Yes, for sure.
MikeySax, my friend. So I know you've been out on tour this week with various groups doing your sax thing and all the things you do, but have you had time to game at all? What have you been playing?
Yes. So you mentioned Terraria, Too Loud. So I've been really enjoying that on my Surf 5 mini PC. That's been a student of mine introduced it to me. It's been so incredible. What an incredible concept. It's something that would definitely like grasp my attention as I'm an old dude, man. Let's just say I'm not sprightly, but then one of the problems that I always find with retro handhelds is that you're always ready to go to the one game that you really know and you grew up with. So I really tried to stretch myself out, and so I've been really enjoying Baldur's Gate on Game Boy Advance, and I've been playing that on the Anbernic the 35XX SP. Did I get it right?
Ooh,
I'm still getting the numbers right.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
Yeah. It's been.
What color do you have?
I have a beige one.
Nice.
With the old regular old. You know.
Oh, do we all have different
DMG.
colors? That's cool.
Hey, producer Sony, can you pull Mikey off the? Yeah, pull him off the stage.
Just pull me off. I'll be right back.
The DMG. I tried to tell him about the transparent. Oh my. Sorry, we're not going to let Mikey back on the show now. DMG. I mean, come on, we can't deal with that.
Him and Ban. I know Ban loves his DMG colors. I don't know what's wrong with him.
You gotta rock that transparent blue life. I mean, come on, that's just.
I got the transparent.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
That's the nice one. That's.
I have the blue and the black.
Yeah. Rise.
Blue is the
blue gang rise up. That's what I'm saying. Mikey, I just wanted to say that I'm sorry about that. I've forgiven. All is forgiven. I love you, and please come back to the show.
Come back. And then the last one is, I know this handheld doesn't get a lot of praise, but I was doing a lot of sound checking on this tour. This is like the perfect stealth device if you don't want people to know that you're up to no good.
You're a gamer.
It's nice, and it's for JRPGs. I've been really loving the ROM hack for Pokemon Crystal Clear on this, as I'm like sitting there literally just doing nothing and just waiting for the bass drum to be done. I'm stealthily just like freaking checking on, it's just been a lot of fun.
Doesn't it, now not to call you out, but doesn't it look a little bit like maybe like a secret FBI recording device from afar?
Also, people don't mess with you as much. I noticed that. Yeah. You do this.
Hey, if you want to be really clever, you get one of those vapes that have the screen on it. They pull a game on it.
What wasted tech? You're going to throw that out.
I know, right? I used one of those in Taiwan. God, man, I might load up that footage real quick. That was a lot of fun. No, that was good. Mikey, solid answers, my friend. And now I'm going to step into the ego box here for a second as I talk about, my time this week. What have I been playing? The Ally X, in preparation for that video, I've been playing a lot more, but people aren't going to be surprised when I say I've actually been playing still on the MSI Claw for low-tech indies with blasting that soundtrack. I've been in the mindset. You can drag me off the stage if you want, Rob. I might be talking madness. But actually really been in love with some of these indie game soundtracks. And not only is Alva's Legacy just awesome, but you go back, play some of the older ones, and like have you listened to the Messenger soundtrack on good speed? Like, have you listened to the Messenger? Such atmospheric music. So yeah, I think I've been playing just mostly those two games on the Claw, and then for my travel device has been the A1 Unicorn, the new purple one. I've been playing on that, some one-to-one content, game of the month stuff. It's been pretty good.
I love how we just have so many different options available to us.
There's so many options.
We're all playing on different devices. We're all playing different games. I mean, when it comes to games and devices, we're definitely not short on choice. It's kind of amazing.
Yeah,
we are very spoiled in this hobby, and we are very blessed in this hobby, but we definitely are also exhausted because of choice some days.
No, don't be exhausted. No.
Some days. Mikey, you just started. You're all fresh, Look at Mikey's energy, everybody. Like he's one device. He's one device into the sickness, or more, 10 devices into the sickness. How many devices do you have?
It's a lot. It's a lot of trash.
3.
I have a whole box.
I have them in storage at this point. There's just so much stuff.
There's so much life in you, The e-waste hasn't slowly
He's
sucked
so young.
The sort of the sea of choices.
I'm living a fantasy right now. I don't even know what to tell you. This is still not real for me. I have to keep pinching myself.
Well, you got you're on the podcast. You're on the RH podcast, the Retro Handhelds podcast, in fact, and you're wearing a sweet tuxedo. It's shimmering in the sun in your house.
In the sun house.
In the sun house.
Yes.
And you're on a sweet podcast hanging out with some dudes here. And you know what? I think that's a beautiful thing. So just keep on doing you. That's what I'm
not going to take it for granted. And I'm really, obviously, I wanted to be here because, I had a prior obligation. I couldn't have gotten here fast enough to set up. So I'm just so happy to be involved. And I want to contribute to the channel. Well,
I think that is felt throughout. So thank you for joining us. And also, I think everyone probably now wants to talk about the news a bit, right? Everyone, we're doing some news. Okay, all right.
I feel like Mondays. Why is it they always drop the big stuff on Mondays?
We had, you know what? We had the show. We had the show put together. We had everything going, and then Zotac says, "Here's a new handheld." But that's neither here nor there. Let's hop into it. And on the CRT today is Barbie Explorer for PS1, one of my favorite all-time Barbie games. You're laughing until you realize just how bumping it is.
I'm going to have to give it a go.
The Zotac Zone. So here we go, everybody. So we found out, we saw Zotac Zone at Computex. And AMOLED screen, 120 hertz panel. Like, okay, this is what we want to see in the next Ally refresh. That would be incredible. But they have this handheld. The prototype wasn't all there, though. So I just want to preface it with that the Fox and I were taking a look at that. And the Fox really is like, hey, this is actually a 60 hertz panel. The sticks don't work yet. Not everything's functioning yet. And I took it away as like, okay, it's a prototype. We're at a show floor. They got it together just enough to sort of make it function enough for media, and then they're going to deliver on the product later. That was my assumption.
It's kind of crazy though, because Computex was 2 months ago, and I mean it looked very prototype back just 2 months ago. So it's impressive how fast they moved from prototype to production. Basically, that's kind of insane.
Yeah, right. And so this is coming even faster than I thought. And
Yeah, I was not expecting it. Honestly, I wasn't expecting it this year. That's the weird thing about it.
yep, I know, right? So we're gonna see it much sooner than we thought, and apparently at a $700.99 USD. So that's $800, the same price as the Ally X. And this really doesn't have the specs, I don't think, to justify the price right now. It doesn't have an 80 watt hour battery, for instance. It has like a 47 watt.
It's like 48.5, I believe. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I think I said it earlier, you know, I don't know how many weeks ago I said it, but I think like nowadays that Ally X battery is almost what the standard should be at this point in the Windows space, or at least close to it, because I mean, 40 something watt hours is just not going to cut it anymore with these handhelds, especially these Windows handhelds.
Yeah, it's really not. It's Zoo's trying to talk to me in chat. Hi, Zoo. But at least this one is coming in with a newer chipset. We're getting the Ryzen 8840U, which, if you know anything about this chipset, you're not moving the needle much with that 8840U at all.
No.
So
it's very small performance gains on that. We still have the same was a 780M graphics, so it's not going to be much of an uptick over the 7840U, honestly, or the Z1 Extreme. So it's kind of pretty similar in that sense.
Yeah, and you know what? I think that it's just not. It's not. I don't think it's justifying the price. But what I do think is awesome on this is that you do get that AM OLED display that has me perked. That immediately perked me up at Computex, and I remember I need to go review some footage, but if I remember right, the ergonomics weren't awful. They were a little awkward, but the face buttons next to the joystick on the left or on the right side there, that wasn't so great. I think that could probably be adjusted. It does have touchpads. They weren't working at Computex either, so I can't speak to that. That D-pad on the left it's like the Razer Kishi Ultra. It kind of is a clicky.
They actually were advertising like on their page. If you go to the Handhelds website, and they're like clicky D-pad. Like they specifically advertise that it's a clicky D-pad. So if you like clicky D-pads, then it might be something worth considering.
Sign me up for a clicky D-pad for sure.
And
if it's done well, I'm down for that too.
Yeah.
Something that actually attracts me on that handheld though is like the Xbox Elite controller is my favorite controller of all time. And it seems that the joysticks are adjustable so that you can tighten them up.
I love that.
And then also too, the short trigger pulls. I like first-person shooters.
I like that a lot.
So that's also a plus too.
I think it brings some interesting ideas to the table. I mean, like obviously we're getting the dual trackpads, which is nice to see more of that in the Windows handhelds. But like you were saying, the radial adjustment for the analog sticks and then the digital and analog triggers, like these are interesting things that they bring into the table with that. So,
and that was a cool, satisfying contraption there around the joysticks where you can pivot the little ring around the joysticks. I thought that was a lot of fun, and it is cool. And you can exactly program it to different things. And I believe it has
a front camera too.
It has a front camera on the left side. Yep.
Yeah, I saw that.
So it does Windows Hello, so you can just hold it up to your face.
And I like that it's a little dial around the joysticks, because on the Xbox controller you have to have like a small screwdriver to tighten them up or loosen them up. So that's actually a nice addition.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are forgetting the best part. There's a built-in kickstand.
I was going to say that too. The kickstand is always nice to have.
That's nice.
I mean, it's always nice to have that. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. It's always nice to have that.
Kickstands are nice. Yeah.
I think the biggest killer here is just price. It's always the price that I think
it is.
$800
right out the gate.
Too much.
For your debut handheld like this, that makes it really, really tough. As far as I know, I'll be getting a review unit at some point in the future for this, and so I'll be taking a look and we'll dive into it together, everybody. And I think it's worth probably doing a dedicated live stream on this one, because there's just so many unknowns right now that I think it'd be better to just sort of poke around together before I put together a video. Let me know what you think in the comments if you would be interested in that. But we can see what makes this thing tick a bit. You're not going to be ready for just how heavy this thing is too.
Yeah, so 700 grams, almost 700.
Almost 700 grams. It is a very thick, hefty handheld, but it has a big screen to match it. But it has a small battery, and that's what makes no sense. I could get if it had an 80 watt hour battery, 90 watt hour battery, whatever. sure, then you're getting some oomph and some weight. But this thing should not be heavier than literally all my other handhelds. Multiple handhelds combined with what we're getting here for 46, 48 watt-hour batteries. No.
I mean, I agree with what Kyle said.
What does the Legion Go weigh?
I don't. Legion Go is probably heavier. I don't have a Go. If anyone knows the weight on that one,
I don't know
we
what
can
the
look it
weight
up.
is offhand, though. I don't remember.
I have a Go, but it's not with me at this moment.
It's 1.88 pounds. Well, that doesn't help.
Okay, so it might
854 grams.
Yeah.
So it is. So
it
okay,
is a
the
little
Legion
heavier.
Go wins. Yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah, no,
But
because I know that thing
it's got a
is-
much
that
larger
thing's
screen, though.
heavy.
It's 7
It
inches,
does.
right?
No, it has an 8.8 inch screen.
8.8 on the
Go
Legion
does.
Go. Yeah.
8.8.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
and
It
again,
does.
that contributes to that weight. And so you have to decide, is this one that makes sense to you? If you have Legion Go, this is actually not as heavy as that. So is the Legion Go too heavy for you? You can kind of gauge it off that a bit, I feel like. Ban, sure, you can claim it. I guess. I don't make the rules around here. Zoo's in charge.
Legion Go
Van's got his
weighs
eye on that sweet
854
1X player.
grams with controllers.
Zoo says hello, everybody.
Michael and Robert.
Always.
Oh, that's good.
That is my birth name. I mean, you can call me Michael.
He calls
Hello.
everybody
Hello,
by their birthday.
Michael.
Don't feel bad about it.
I
Hello,
don't feel bad.
MikeySax.
No, I'm good about it.
He'll recover from this. Okay, guys. So let's move on now. Valve, have you seen this? Valve is now implementing ROG Ally and Ally X support. So they're going to be putting SteamOS, giving us a SteamOS option on the Ally, which is incredible, and that's what a lot of people have been asking for a while. In my review video today, I said, you know what? Armory Crate is so good right now with the optimization of the drivers that I'm comfortable with that, and I don't even necessarily need Bazite or SteamOS, but having the option and going and testing it, seeing how stable that is in comparison, are you getting the same game performance? This looks really cool, guys. I don't know. I'm glad that Valve is supporting doing this move because
great,
this should echo throughout, right? The industry.
I think it's always nice to have options, and obviously having official support from Valve is always a good thing too for this.
Yep.
It surprised me. I didn't think that they would do it, but I am happy to see it for sure.
Yeah, it's smart. It's smart for them to do it. The more
absolutely.
people that can be buying their games, the
Yeah.
you want to have this available and accessible to everything.
That's what it's all about for them at the end of the day. They just
They're
want to
making more
sell
money.
games.
They make more money from selling the
Yeah,
games than they do.
absolutely.
That's their bread and butter. Yeah,
They
for
just
sure.
want to dominate the PC marketplace. Basically, that's it. They don't want anyone buying games anywhere else.
Yeah. Hi. That was nice. I like that. That was fun. I feel like I'm doing good. Am I doing good? I hope I'm doing good.
You're very just jazzy. I like it. I mean, yeah, you're doing good. Yeah,
Jazz hands.
good. It's good
Get
to
some
check in,
jazz
right? Yeah. You're stoked to be on the show. I think that's cool, man.
I think it's awesome.
We're stoked to have you here.
Yeah.
Thanks
Valve
for
is a
joining
good
us.
guy. I agree with that. Thank you.
And Valve is a good guy. That I know. Not really. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this develops.
Yeah.
And we'll.
I mean, I'm a
interesting
heathen.
next
I
week.
like Windows, so I know I'm weird in that sense, but I
I'm
like
biased
Windows.
to Windows.
Yeah, this year, this is the year that I'm being converted. So it's happening.
Just don't be like Shem. Don't be like Shem.
I know.
So-
I know.
Don't say that. That's my boy. Do not talk about Shem like that.
Mikey's not from
I'll
nowhere.
fight. I mean, I just met you.
First
and
thing I'm gonna do with the
you know?
Orange Pi handheld, if it ever comes out, I'm gonna wipe the Linux installation and put Windows on there just to piss off Shem.
Yeah. And Mikey, if you want to, your background, people get to know you a bit. You actually were doing a review channel before, but for music gear, and you also kind of here and there, and you were also doing background music for Retro Breeze, right? Retro Breeze's channel.
So
Yeah.
I started as a contributor for him. I was just direct shipping him handhelds from AliExpress, things that I was personally curious about.
Yeah.
And they were trash. Don't buy them. I mean, but look at the reviews to see Shem just at his best, because sometimes his best work, I think, really does help course correct a lot of these companies. But I liked him immediately. He had just gotten started out. I heard a shout out on Russ's channel this is going back years now. It's probably, 3 years at this point. And I just liked him.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. I just he there was something about him. I could tell he was really genuine, and I just wanted to help him out. He'd just gotten some milestone. I want to say like 3,000 or 4,000 subs or something like that, and wanted to help him out. Gave him some music, and that was kind of how I got my in. Is that right, Stubbs?
I think so. I don't know. You just reached out. Did you reach out? Yeah, you were like, hey, I don't know. Do you want to talk about music? You guys need some background music? Next thing I know, we're talking about. Do you want to do the YouTube channel? Do you want to be on the podcast?
Right. So I did the
escalated.
math.
Yeah,
I did the math, and for the amount of money spent on the handhelds that I gave to Shem, I could have been a patron for him for probably, I don't know, at least 3 or 4 years, I would say. So once I realized, like, I like doing this stuff. This is like my happy zone. This is my number one hobby at this point, other than like race car driving. We can talk more about that later. So I got a big, I'm sorry. All right. Anyways, this is weird. I know it's live. I'm getting messages and all that stuff. So
on the spot.
Once I realized that, I became a Patreon member for Retro Handhelds, and then I sent you a message right away, and I was just like, I want to be a contributor. I don't really know. I know what I want to do. I don't know what I'm capable of. Like, I know I'm a musician, and I can help you in that regard. So we started our meeting together, you and me, as like, oh, come make music for us. That would be great. And I was kind of like, no, I actually would like a little more hands-on thing here. Like, I want to contribute. This is important to me that I'm making content that's going to preserve these video games for a long time. So I'm really happy to be doing it.
Well, So it'll be a fun journey, you know. We'll just go from thing to thing here. Speaking of going from thing to thing, the next thing today is Valve releases Windows drivers for Steam Deck OLED as well. So we're actually going to be looking at.
It's about time.
It's a Valve, it's a good guy Valve week right now because now we get Windows on our Steam Deck OLED. So if you want to go the opposite route, you love everything about your Steam Deck, you just wish it had Windows for wider compatibility, you can now do that. What? We are so spoiled, Rob. What is? It makes me so upset how good life is.
I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting
good
for
in handheld
drivers for months now.
Yeah,
like it's about time.
Agreed. I remember just fussing with those drivers, trying to get everything to work. Man, it was such a headache.
Yep.
Oh,
yep.
Yeah, I'm so thankful.
They like me in the
Steam's
comments.
Did they still not do the speaker drivers for it yet? Oh, jeez.
Yeah, well, no working speaker driver means no working for me. No, must have the speaker driver. We'll get there. I'll wait to test it. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right, well, that's cool. What else is cool, Rob? Hey, Lime 3DS, though. So that's nearing the Play Store launch. So we're getting Lime on the Play Store. How many days until Nintendo says, nah? He says we'll take it back to the mothership now.
Yeah, so this was in their notes from one of their daily releases, so I had to scroll down for it. But yeah, so a Google Play Store version is currently being prepared. So yeah, that's exciting. I'm happy to be able to see some 3DS emulation back on the Play Store. Yeah, that'll be. It's been too long. We'll see how long it lasts or what happens with that, but you know, again, I like Nintendo really doesn't have a whole lot of ground to stand on when it comes to this in terms of taking these emulators down. I mean, if they're not using any actual code from a 3DS, you know, I don't see how they can get this taken down. Yeah, I think we're good as far as that goes for now, but who knows what Nintendo is tricky. They have their ninjas. They find ways. They find loopholes and ways around. And every time they win. Oh, I mean, their law team is probably like their lawyers are insane. I mean, they probably have some of the best lawyers working for them. So, yeah. So we'll see. So Lime. Great.
Does anybody have? Does anybody have any tentative thoughts about this its long-lasting longevity? I don't know. I'm
1
curious
week
about that.
2 weeks.
You think
it's been our average? I feel like before we get takedowns, we'd sue you. We were so excited about that one.
See, I think Switch is probably a no-go right now for Play Store, just in general. I think it's just too much attention. It's too hot right now. But
Yeah, no
I feel like
Yeah.
with 3DS, I mean, Nintendo they go after everything. So I guess nothing is really safe, honestly.
Just
Didn't
like
they just close the 3DS store though?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
recently, only
So-
recently.
I know. So
Yeah.
they're not giving us ways to buy the games, which is where it makes a little more sense for emulation sometimes. But I hope they release some sort of 3DS emulator on Switch too. That would be very helpful. And I feel like it would.
They will. If they do,
will
they
curtail
will
some
make
of
sure to
this.
charge you for it.
Well, yeah, I expect them to charge us for it. Oh, no problem there. But we expect that. But give us the option.
That'd be nice.
Okay, so that's not all.
I think there's going to be a point where Nintendo just stops because if they're getting rid of like the store, there's going to be a point where I don't know if it's going to be worth it for them to keep going after people for silly things such as emulators.
It's hard to say. I think that I don't know. Too Loud. What do you think on that one?
I think it depends on whether or not they're going to bring something capable of playing those games. If they have something in the works capable of running 3DS games,
Yeah.
Maybe some sort of their own in-house emulation where they're doing it on a long landscape where they have side-by-side screens, how we emulate today, maybe on the Switch 2 or something, or if they're going to bring out a Switch clamshell type device, then
Yes.
probably they'll keep fighting it because they want to make that money. They want to be able to sell those IPs.
Yeah.
And,
Let's go.
Or if Microsoft
Yeah,
gives us the
I'd buy
Surface
one.
Duo 3, that would be cool.
Let's go. Yeah. I want if Nintendo would give us another clamshell and they gave that another go, I'd be very okay. with
sign me up.
Yeah,
Sign
of
me
course.
up.
Sign me up.
Sign me
Yeah.
You're getting me excited just thinking about that. Just like I get excited when we talk about the next subject. The Anbernic RG40XX, everybody, is arriving August 26th. Isn't this madness? We get 3 SKUs.
V.
We get the
Yes.
V. What did I say? Did I
You
say
said
wrong?
just the XX and you forgot the V. That's all right.
The
At least you didn't say the
XXX.
another X. Yeah.
Yes.
Um,
Yes. My favorite Vin Diesel movie.
Yeah, it has to be. So okay, so they're back.
That's
Wait.
a good movie, though.
It is a good movie.
I actually need to
Yeah.
watch that. But the 40XX V is a vertical. We talked about it last week. We have 3 colors: purple, black, white, and we now have an official promo for it. So we're gonna take a quick look together.
I think we saw this one last week.
Was this the? Oh, you're right. Don't they
Yeah.
have a new one? They have an actual.
Let me see. I'll pull it up.
Yeah.
Try to find it.
Thank you, Mr. Tech Dad.
It is good looking.
Very welcome.
Daddy.
And while we're here, I'm trying to decide if today is a good day to talk about the DooGee tablet. If anyone has interest in unboxing a, what is it? I think it's a G99 12-inch tablet with like 20 gigabytes of RAM and 500 gigs of storage in it. And I'm like, you have this sort of underpowered processor with beefy specs otherwise. So I've been debating what to do with that. But if anyone's interested in seeing that, we can definitely unbox it and just kind of poke at it for a few minutes. But here is the promo trailer for the 40XX-V. And Rob, is this the new official one?
This is the new one. Yep.
Okay. All right.
Oh, the intro's great to this. The music. Oh wait, no, this was a different one. Never mind. The
Yes.
other one was the cowboy music. I love that.
Yeah. This is not bad. You got the RGB lighting on there. You got, looks like the face buttons from the regular 40XX horizontal. The H. The D-pad actually looks really cool, and the slope shoulders. Those look good.
Anbernic's just hitting
It
a
looks
part spin
great.
again.
It looks great.
Yeah.
Like I think back to the 351 and the 351V, and this is gonna, I think, blow that out of the. Oh hey, whoa, that's crazy.
What?
That looks like. You're absolutely right about that
Your
too.
wood grain V right there.
You know, I
got
forgot
the-
how much this handheld is actually really pretty nice.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
I like
And
mine
the
still.
Woody is great. I mean, I love this wood gray. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And now we have the official follow-up to the device, basically.
Yeah,
So
this is like the spiritual successor to it, basically.
and we found out, I think it was since last week, we now found out it does have the H700 in it, right?
It does.
So this is going to be capable of all the usual custom firmware. I'm sure some changes need to happen on the dev side, but I'm actually pretty hyped on this one as far as the 40XX line so far. The first one, again, wasn't loving it, but this one really speaks to me for some reason. So I'm excited
I like
to
how
get
clean
this
it
in.
looks.
It looks
I
very
love
clean.
how clean it looks.
Yeah.
Exactly what I was thinking. I
Little
love how
happier.
clean it looks.
Yeah, it looks nice.
I can't stop staring at the purple.
And well,
The
so that's
same-
just the
same
render.
one.
Have you
Yeah.
seen
like a
it on camera? Have you seen it on camera though?
No,
I know it looks completely different.
I like it though. I want.
Wow.
It looks
Yeah.
much darker here. It looks
Yeah, no, it
darker
looks
here.
better on camera. It's a
Really?
beautiful.
It's like a
video.
lavender
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah, it's
very,
great.
It's very nice. It's very nice.
I just went from 6 to midnight. Oh, sorry, what? Sorry, I blacked out for a second.
What's going on? What's going on?
That was
We got
good.
other stuff to talk about. Okay, so if you want to order it, it will be available. It is $60 USD to start, and it starts on August 26th. So
Yeah.
it should be 3 a.m. Pacific as usual. I once again will tell you this
Killing
should
me.
not sell out. Don't stay up all night to order. Just it'll still be either the next day. Just don't kill yourself to order plastic from China.
I'm
It'll
almost
still be there.
positive you already got in comments saying that it's sold out already. You know, because you know how like you have.
They
the store page-
yeah.
They always put the store page up, and it says
people get
sold
very
out.
anxious. They get very anxious because all these websites, for some reason, before the sale goes live, it says sold out, and like, oh my god, it's sold out already. And it's like, no, it hasn't started. That's just it's a stupid way to
I know.
explain it on the website.
know.
I'm like,
It
okay,
just confuses people.
It doesn't translate well.
it doesn't translate super well. But I'm like, no, same old thing. Nope, it'll be available. They're not going to sell out. It's not Miu. Miu is the only brand that has done that, and Analog Pocket, I believe, where they actually it's a very limited supply, and I guess Playdate, right? But not as much. So you know what? It'll be fine.
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
Anbernic, out of all the companies, seems to have production down like to a T. They don't ever seem to have problems actually having units on hand.
Their mailing list is also very informative. Like when it's about to hit, they'll let you know.
They'll let you know.
They're very good at selling you handhelds.
Yeah, they will. Yeah. That's
They
why
kind of
I'm like,
mastered it. Yeah.
Believe me.
I'm like, let's do the monthly subscription box. Let's just get your handheld
Right.
subscription box. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Put your preferences on it. Put your
How many of
preferences
us
on
would
it.
sign up for that?
There'll be some brand
that's
will come
a
out
smart
and do this.
That's a
Someone will
smart
do
idea.
this,
Monthly
right? Yeah, someone's
handheld.
going to do this where they're just going to be like, hey, let's just let people select their preferences like they're buying clothing, like fresh
We
threads
should
or
do that.
something. I mean,
Start with e-waste. Like here's a piece of garbage. Yeah, you're gonna love it. $40. And then
Well,
you
gotta-
you give them a little
you
bit of a
label-
tease, like, oh, here's a 351V. It's so good.
do you do the
Nice.
e-waste
It's like a
tier?
bark
Like you sign up, the e-waste tier is $10.
Oh,
The
Ban could be in charge of the e-waste tier. He's
e-waste tier.
Yeah.
You have the mid-range, and then you get the high end. That's not a horrible idea, but it's also like, I don't know. I don't want to propagate. I don't want to propagate all the factories in China, all the waste environment, all that stuff. And also, like, you don't need your house filled with stuff. You just don't. I'm trying to play the minimizing game these days and say, let's narrow down to the best of the best options. You don't need a device for everything. But I've been in and out of the sickness over the years. So the bug bites, and then you're like, yeah. And I'll probably end up subscribing to a box like that. If someone put a box like that out, yes, I'll probably be like, let me try that out. They get you hooked.
Yeah.
And then
Same.
you decide, is that worth the value to you? So I bet you if any company were to do it, it'd be Anbernic. And if any third party would do it, I bet it would be one of these drop shippers like Go Game Geek or something.
Yeah.
They have the warehouse, they have the stock to really do an idea like that.
Wasn't one of them doing like a mystery box like a couple months ago, where it was like you
See,
buy
there you-
some
it's already
mystery box?
Yeah,
and,
it's already
Smart idea.
happened.
like you get a
Already
random
happened.
handheld.
You kind of get that on
I think it was-
AliExpress.
I
when
think
you
it
get a
was
light
Lit
bulb
XT
that
was
shows-
doing it. Yeah.
Yeah. They might be
Yeah.
onto something, you know?
That's kind of it is a fun idea. I hope
feel
someone
like that's
runs with it.
That's
'cause
what
it's
happens on
creative.
AliExpress right now. You know, some of
You
those listings are
basically-
so
well,
sketchy.
so here's the
you
thing.
don't know it
Here's what
shows
everyone
up.
doesn't. Here's what we all don't address, right? Like we get these monthly like AliExpress sales, and they show up in our brain psychology. It's like, oh, I want, like it calls to you. You don't know you're secretly subscribing to a monthly service. what you basically are, because you get in the flow and you're like, oh, but I kind of want to modify this and that's a little bit better, and let me buy that. Oh, the sale price is so good. I know the value of that retail, and so let's just buy that. Why not? And then we'll figure it out later. We'll make a YouTube channel and we'll make content. It can get you, and just and I'm saying this and now as a news outlet here that we promote that stuff, and we definitely say here's weekly dills of the week. By the way, dills of the week. If you are going to buy e-waste, make sure to do it with our dills. Oh my God,
make sure to consult man. He always seems to know all the coupon codes.
Just tell me your dill, Jace.
rh-go.link/dills. If you must have your fix, we put weekly deals there, and they are available right now. There's brand new ones put in today. The MSI Claw is coming in at what, $499 now on Amazon. You don't need that. You don't need any of this stuff.
If you are actually seriously considering it, though, look for the Amazon open box units too. You could probably knock off a little bit off that price too. So,
but when you do think of e-waste, think of RH and pickles, because it's RH/dills.
See, look, I told you, Van's got all the coupon codes.
He's got, look at that guy.
There you go, man.
Nothing but net.
Wow.
He's always ready to go.
Always be.
I don't even need it. You know what?
Said,
I just uninstalled Honey. I don't even need it anymore. I got banned.
Producer said.
He's a digital coupon clipper.
Always be closing. Only buy e-waste from RH affiliate links. That is true. But you know what? Also, don't buy every e-waste. But one we might want to consider looking at here is the next subject, which is the MagicX XU handhelds. And the next one apparently is going to be featured Rob, what's going on with my life here? The next one's going to be featuring some familiar chipset. Can you tell us more about this?
Let's see. I actually don't know. This is daily. This is happening daily. Like,
well,
Sean
this is live happening.
Like, literally developing these handhelds live in the Discord.
The dev you're talking about.
Yeah. So I know, like, we're apparently getting a mini M Plus. So he's
and the XU HD.
And XU HD.
Oh, this has been updated even since a few hours ago. Oh my. Yeah, there's
so band
literally
is right moving to all winner right now. So they're moving away from rock chip and moving to all winner because I guess just for development purposes.
Oh, right.
Source code and things like that. I think they're switching to Android, so Linux devs want to do something with it. They'll have source code with that, I believe, as well. So
okay, that makes sense.
There's just so much happening. Like, I'm in the MagicX channel, like, kind of reading up as daily, and it's just like, what's going on? Are we designing a handheld all together here?
Basically, I mean, you get that community vibe, and Sean's been cool, just to take ideas on the fly, and seems very confident with some of these ideas coming through. Switching to the H700 would make sense. Price-wise, I'm sure Anbernic probably got a great deal on that, and they have a bunch of chips. And you know what? There's a lot of good community support and custom firmware around that chipset. So yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. They have, so we know the XU HD. They showed up prototypes, which we covered last week, with the Mini 2, the Touch 1, the Touch 2. And now I guess they have an M Plus. They're redesigning the regular Mini, which I have here. This guy so they're going to redesign it for the Crystal versions like this. They're including Wi-Fi. They're going to make some refinements to the software. So they're trying to improve everything across the board. I like that the company actually is trying to improve their product. They're listening to the input. They value the input, which I like a lot. Yeah, I mean, hopefully we get better products for it,
Yep.
I'm upset because I ordered one and it didn't show. It said it was delivered from AliExpress.
Did you get a rock?
I got a rock.
You got a light bulb.
You got a light bulb? Yeah. See, there you go. And you need light bulbs. You have two.
No, it's not the
That's
first
your
time.
Mystery box.
There's a couple of light bulbs. I like them to be smart. But it's not the first time that's happened to me. I actually was supposed to get the mini GKD, the mini guy, and that never showed up either. And it's just I've been having some bad luck with AliExpress lately. We're not friends. We'll
you don't. Yeah, just, you know what? That's why sometimes I'll say, the drop shippers at least are great with their customer service, and they will.
Yeah.
You're going to pay a premium, but they're going to take care of you. Make sure you get your thing, and then also they'll usually organize the ROM sets and stuff. And so, at least if you're going to be getting legally gray area ROMs, you can get them organized and a little bit nicer than the random.
I like that.
ROMs. You know what I mean?
Piracy with a smile.
It's good. Yeah. So there it is. Or you can pay more and go through Amazon and get that return policy. So what do you pay the premium, get a little bit better.
Yeah, I
I've
actually
got a
ordered
couple
something
devices
from.
not show up. From
Yeah.
I actually ordered something and it showed up. It was just dead on arrival, and it really does make you appreciate Amazon because it's so easy to set up a return or replacement.
Yeah.
Versus like with AliExpress, it's like it's just even the communication back and forth. It's like usually like 24-hour turnaround time just because of the time zone differences and everything. So Amazon definitely is nice when it comes to that aspect of it for sure. But I would say the shipping has been much faster with AliExpress though. It's kind of crazy how fast they're getting now.
The thing to me is like, who really wants to send stuff back to China? It's like you buy it and then it's like you want to go through that whole.
Yeah, I never, not once.
No, me neither. And one of my SP showed up dead. Which sucked. And I just kept it. I was like, whatever, just background fodder.
That's why I get kind of like hesitant to order things like above a certain price value on AliExpress, just because like if there is an issue and it's like you worry about sending back valuable stuff to China just because who knows what's going to happen on the other end.
I had ordered my Retroid Pocket 2 Plus. It had no Wi-Fi. I was actually messaging Shem like, is there a way to do this? He gave me some tips. None of it worked. They asked me to ship it back. I had to pay for the shipping. They never claimed it, and they sent it back. And now I have it again. Now I have two, and one doesn't have Wi-Fi.
Well, you know what? It's fine. I'm sorry that happened to you, though. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, Mikey, that happened to you.
It's working out. She works with all my problems, including the Retroid Pocket 2 Plus.
That's fair.
Great system. Still, I still think it holds up.
I think so too. All right, let's move on, Rob. So the GKD Pixel now, they are showing us that we have some sample units they're working on, and so this one's moving a little farther along. We should be getting a review unit at RH here, and so we'll be taking a look at this with you all and showing what this Game Gear looking thing looks like. So they have a red option, a black option, and the screen looks like it has a giant bezel, but it might be okay as far as decoration, cosmetic goes. It looks kind of cool, and you get the ZPG A1 Unicorns D-pad there.
I was just going to say
and
that
the face buttons. I think
I actually like the D-pad quite a bit on the Unicorn. It's really good. I prefer it over the,
I do too.
The Cube. It's better.
Yep, I also like it more than the Cube as far as the feel of it, but I feel like the Cube performed a little bit better in practice. It does.
Yes, and I think just the software is a little better too on the Anbernic side.
And then, so they're having
the Game Gear Mini,
right?
Game Gear Mini.
It has such a Game Gear look to it.
This is great. I love this.
And this one runs.
I like circular D-pad, so I'm always down for that.
You're good for that. Yeah, I think this one was looking at Android as well. Yeah,
I mean, I was a huge Game Gear dude, so this is like getting those dopamine circuits firing.
Right?
Yeah.
And if anyone didn't know, ZPG and GKD are the same brand with different labels. I don't know how the distribution works out, if there's differences there, but they are the same. They do get kind of marketed as one or the other. A lot of these brands do share some similarities, and so this is one though that's out there saying, hey, they label a lot of the more unique one-off handhelds like the Unicorn will be under the ZPG brand, and then you'll see more of the modern, or more of the not modern, but more of the Game Boy, more mainstream looking ones under the GKD brand, hoping probably to get more. They're different market focuses, I think, is why they have it split.
I actually daily carry a GKD. I love my Pixel.
Yeah, that's the one I was supposed to get.
I have a gold one on the way, which I'm excited about. I think the Pixel's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like it. It's great. It doesn't take up a lot of space in the pocket.
Nope.
You can get some games done. You can play it while holding the baby.
Yeah, right. Oh yeah. Which congrats to I understand that you're a new father too. Too loud. And
yeah. I'm a new father and an old father. Yeah.
Yeah, you have what? You said you have 5 total?
I have 5 kids. Yeah.
Oh my god! Wow.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Very busy.
Wow.
Super busy. Yeah.
Yeah,
My youngest is 2 months. He turned 2 months today.
Oh,
Then I have a 2-year-old,
happy birthday.
9-year-old, 11-year-old, and a 12-year-old. So
Oh,
hands are full.
That's so
Yeah.
cool, man.
I'm exhausted before I get to the hobby. It's just to put that out there.
I feel it so much. We only have 3 years. We're barely able to keep our sanity some days. There's a lot of love, but with love is chaos. And 5, that is just impressive. So just more power to you on being able to do that and do the side hobby and start the YouTube channel and everything else you do, and be on a podcast on a Monday night of all places.
Yeah, thank God. It's all good. I'm super. I think I'm done. Honestly, I think I'm gonna quit now. While I'm 5 in, I'm good. I think go ahead and pump the brakes now and just focus on the ones I have. Yeah.
5 kids, is that where your name comes from?
Oh no, this guy.
I was gonna say that if he didn't comment. I'm just gonna say.
You know what, man?
I mean, to be fair, the struggle is real, and sometimes it is too loud to record.
Some nights, yes, man. Some nights it is, bro. I start recording and I'm just like, okay, today's not the day. We'll carry on tomorrow.
Sometimes I get extra noise in my background. I forgot to do the noise isolation on the latest video. Well, a little bit of
it even happens on the podcast where you got pots and pans clinking in the background.
You can,
Yeah. Oh.
I'm just gonna say this. I'm going to say this disclaimer for us. Please accept our shortcomings, obviously.
Clearly.
And number 2, we all have adult lives and families and noise and sounds, and we just kind of do the best we can each week to keep doing this hobby because we're stubborn. We're stubborn.
Listen,
like, no.
Can I vent about something?
Yes, vent.
I have to turn off my air conditioning unit in order to record. Does that count?
Sacrifice. Yes, that's sacrifice. I do too. I turn off my fans and stuff.
Please, that's a joke.
Yeah, I turned off my fan.
I know that struggle.
I
know that struggle. I had to deal with that stupid mobile air conditioner. And
make sacrifices.
It killed my production capabilities. Oh man, having to turn off the AC and then I'm so thankful my air conditioner.
My wife took the kids for ice cream for the podcast.
Nice.
Yeah.
Free up the bandwidth.
That's a good move. That's a smart move.
That's really good. Yeah, man. We over here. God,
Bessica.
I don't know. Is that your what Pokemon?
This is my Pokemon. This is
this
is Bessica. To anybody at Fire Island School who remembers Bessica, here's Bessica. She's right here. She's fine. Everything's fine.
What type of Pokemon is that again?
This is an Ivysaur of the Bulbasaur lineage. Yes. So
is that an evolved? Is that Bulbasaur and then this is an evolved?
Level 16. Level 16, and then evolves into Venusaur at an earlier level at 32. So if you want like a little bit of like a super power boost at an early level, go with the Bessica. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well,
Venusaur is a great vampire for sure.
And she sits on your shoulder really good when you're wearing headphones, it turns out.
Oh, well, I think you're the Bessica. Now, all right, the ZP Bubble, let's talk about this a little bit more.
Nicest thing anybody's ever said to me.
Well, now calm down, Mike. Don't let it get to your head, Mikey. You just joined here. Come on now. The ZPG Bubble features a 3.5-inch screen, 640 by 480s. We had a 4:3 aspect ratio. Very good. It recreates that Sega Game Gear style, it looks like, right? Which had a similar look there. And also, this rocks a RK3566 CPU, apparently. So this is on the low. This will be a little cheaper device.
Okay.
A 3566. Okay. Very good.
That's interesting.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Retro CN and ZPG will let us know what's going on here. And we should have a unit and we'll be talking about it. And I would love to see one of their things come in under $100. That would be great, like the Pixel. So let's do a little mini Sega. And yeah, Mikey's going
to like to see some custom firmware too.
Let's get custom firmware, yeah.
Yeah.
And Band's collecting all the 3566 handhelds, by the way.
I hope he took out a mortgage. He's gonna need it. There's a crap.
He will. And I know Ban. He will. And I know Mikey is going to be our resident Pokemon expert on this channel, by the way. So
I'm born and raised.
yeah,
I mean, seriously, it's right there.
it's right in your blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Pokemon too. So
Let's go.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
good. Yeah.
Hey, my daughter might
All,
actually start watching.
all my
I-
devices have Pokeballs. Yeah.
My favorite is
Nice.
Snorlax, and I just hang out with Snorlax for the entire game, basically. And that's all I do.
Snorlax, more like
I gotta give a little shout out to Mikhailo. He sent me.
He
some of
sent
these
you-
guys.
Oh, those are sweet.
Yeah.
Oh,
He sent me a
yeah,
little
those are
goodie
sweet.
box. We kind of exchanged goodie boxes, so you know.
I just want a Pokemon made out of Bibble.
Oh.
This is the local axolotl that I talk to.
Bibble's face is perfect.
Bibble's
He
So-
yeah,
really,
red and
really
blue,
captures
the
your
original.
essence, Stubbs.
It does. Yeah, look at him. He's so cute, dude. Look how
That's
cute he is.
adorable.
Look how cute he
That
is.
face.
I want one.
That face, dude.
Right?
Dude, I want.
If Stubbs were an axolotl, that's
It's like a water It's like a water puppy. It's amazing.
My daughter's been begging me to get her one.
They're like, please, Dad, give me the water puppy. I need it.
Is it crazy that I didn't know what an axolotl was until my daughter introduced me to them like a couple years back?
It's
I was like,
viral now, yeah.
yeah, I'm like, what the hell is an axolotl? I'm like, what is this thing?
She's
Yeah.
my daughter is the one who showed me what an axolotl
Really?
was.
Yeah, I'm like,
I'm
I've
where
never
these
heard of
kids
this.
figure it out. but-
Well, I mean, it's kind of like the Abyxlute S9, which is right here on screen now. If we want to talk about that for a second, another telescopic. What is this about? It looks like a bat wing.
From the Absolute guys
Good.
who gave us the kind of G Cloud inspired handheld, the streaming one.
Oh,
They actually
yeah.
are starting to expand a little bit. I think they have a controller, and now they have the telescopic controller. I think they're also working on a follow up to their other handheld as well. So they're kind of expanding what they're doing here, which is interesting.
It looks very comfortable. It reminds me of an early ergonomic
Yeah.
iPega a bit, in the way that the roundness is shaped. The what would you call it, Rob? The
It's got nice curves.
curves. Yes, that's the word. Curves. Absolute S9. We'll see. It's another telescopic. I think Derek on our team, who welcome Derek again to our channel, he told me he doesn't watch this podcast though, and so I was like,
Hmm.
Isn't that a requirement?
Derek, base Derek. Someone tag Derek on Discord and be like, Derek, why don't you watch? Sorry, you're on the YouTube channel.
Tag him in
on the
every
podcast.
channel you can.
Tag
can
him in
possibly-
every RH dash. What's our Discord? RH dash go /
Somebody will do it.
go in there.
You have a really nice complexion, dude.
Thanks, man.
It's really nice.
I'm an old.
What's
I'm a
your
young
skin
old
routine?
man now. Huh? What do you say?
Yeah, I was gonna
What's
What's
say
your
that.
skin routine? What products are you
Yeah.
using?
Now,
Just-
I
just
can't
natural beauty.
take any brand loyalties until I talk to Bob Wolf about what he's got going on with those advertisements. Okay. Because I tried his Lumen thing, and it was really nice. And it made my skin feel nice and fancy. It's too much work. I can't keep up with it. And so you know what I do these days, dude? I literally just put like a little bit of like moisturizing cream, like once or twice a week. Just moisturizing. Just moisturize your face, everybody. Your face needs to hydrate, and that will keep your skin looking skinnerific for a long time. So just hydrate, and we'll see. We'll see how long it takes. And
I really
he takes care. Yeah. Well, so the other part, and this is important for your routine.
Okay, all right.
Other part.
I'm
Listen.
taking notes. Hold on.
Yeah. So here's what you got to do for your
Get your
your health.
notebook out. Yeah.
So Too Loud, I don't know if you know what the nubs are about. I got to send you a pair. But these are, of course, the pancreas stimulators. And what you're going to be doing with these actually is putting your thumb right on top of that. And what that allows you to do actually is get the good feeling straight to your lizard brain inside that might be telling you to worry about this, worry about that. Man, I'm out of toilet paper
Okay.
again. What am I going to do? You need to push on that, and that's going to relieve that stress and also stimulate what's called your pancreas, or if you have multiple pancreas,
I believe it's pancreas, but that's fine.
pancreas.
Pancreas, yes, that's right.
And what that does is actually, I don't know how pancreas works. Of course, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical professional, but I imagine it probably releases some sort of tonic.
You know, it reminds me of this Lego that I stepped on last night, and it made me forget about all my other problems. Like, every other issue was gone. Like, it was just over. Yep.
I was not.
Anybody with Legos, just remove them from your home, ban them. Because
what if you don't have a pancreas? What other benefits do you get from Stubbs Nubs?
Wait a minute. Other benefits? Obviously, control over the video game that you're playing. You can put it on a number of handhelds and get way better control in the game. And it's on the joystick, right? So it's actually, and it locks you in. Like, you are feeling the pain. You are locked into the game.
I've noticed that with mine. For sure.
You are feeling the pain. You're locked in the game. Someone trademarked that.
Mr. Sony. Yep.
Trademark office. So what you're telling me, though, if you step in a Lego, that you don't need these anymore because you can just get the same sensation but with your feet?
No, I'm not going to do the Lego thing anymore. So I'll just get some Stubbs.
All right.
I'm done with the Legos. So.
All right. So step on some stub nubs. I'll put them on the floor for you. Here you go. Now,
well, we just
let's move on to talking about something else.
Hey,
is
look,
it time?
Derek's here. Derek's here.
Hey, Derek. Yay, Derek. Welcome to the show. So Derek is doing, I heard he's doing one of my nubs is stuck in my microphone. I heard Derek is going to be doing an Abyxlute S9 video soon on his playlist on our channel. And he loves Abyxlute, and he loves using the telescopic controllers and Android. And so I'd love to hear his take on what they've now done with this. Is this compared to their one? Because I really didn't evaluate that one for very long. But welcome to the show. We got to get you on the show sometime, Derek, man. Where are you? What in tarnation is going on in here? We are just talking trash, and we're having fun.
Perfect time to jump in.
Thank you for joining us. For once.
Real quick, can I just
oh
my god, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to interrupt. This is so stupid. Yeah. Keep going. I'll bring it up later.
Okay, cool. Because it's now time to talk about Zoo's Game of the Month update. We're done with the news. If you're here for the news, there will be no more news for the rest of today. Maybe there will be. Maybe I'll slip some in.
Unless Zotac has another surprise announcement.
We always have breaking news, so you never know. Let's hear from Mr. Zoo of Zoo Reviews what he thinks of this month's Game of the Month games. Zoo? Hello? Hello? Producer Tyson?
Hello?
Oh, hi.
Oh, hey.
It's your old buddy Zoo here to tell you about Game of the Month for August. And this month, like all of the months, we had 3 games of the month. I'm going to say month. The first game of the month was Super Metroid. And there's not much to say about Super Metroid that hasn't already been said, because it's a classic. It's basically the game that invented the Metroidvania genre. It holds up extremely well, and it feels like a modern game, even though it was made 30 years ago, which makes me kind of want to throw up thinking that it's been 30 years since 1994. Second game of the month is Strife. Now, this is Rapid's game, and you always know when Rapid picks something, there's a chance it's going to be complete garbage, like Choro Q. But this one's not garbage. It's not good. It's just kind of a Doom. It's a Doom clone with NPCs. What are you looking at? I'm allowed to park here. It's a Doom clone with NPCs, which is kind of neat, but I don't know. I kind of got bored with it. I'm halfway through it. It's nothing crazy, nothing special. It's a solid, 5, 6 out of 10. Ladies walking right behind my car. And then the third game of the month, of this month of August, which is the month that we are in, is Devil May Cry. Now, Devil May Cry is one of these games from the early 2000s that was just edgy as all get out because it was cool to be edgy. And it's okay. I don't think it's held up as much. The camera is rough. Sometimes you walk into a corridor and then the camera just flips. And so you're going this way, so you're pressing forward on your stick, and then the camera flips, and then your guy goes, "Oh, I was going this way, actually." And it's kind of a mess controls-wise, but otherwise, it's not too bad. It's not great either. I guess I'd give it, 6.5 out of 10, 7 out of 10. What do you want? I'm allowed to park here. Anyway, I gotta get going. These people are starting to eyeball me because I'm in their parking lot. But that's Game of the Month. I hope you're having a good show. I hope Stubbs didn't say anything inappropriate. He's sleep deprived. He's been trying to grind out a lot of videos because he's going on vacation. And of course, when Stubbs goes on vacation, that means I'm in command of Discord. So don't backtalk me, and we won't have any problems. And I'm sure Stubbs and his entire family will be in fine health while they're on vacation.
I don't agree with this assessment of Devil May Cry, though. I'd give it a little bit higher score.
I am very sleep
I
deprived.
actually been
That was
playing
very.
Devil May Cry.
It made me. It made me cry a little. I'm not even wearing my reading glasses today. That's how tired I am. Hold on. I didn't even put on the right glasses for the show. Oh my god.
I do agree with his assessment of the camera in Devil May Cry, though.
Oh, I agree with that. Yeah,
that happens.
Yeah.
At least we got sort of better controls coming from like Resident Evil days. I was like, Capcom was still a little bit rough with the transition there.
Better.
That's we have a similar prescription, I think. You're welcome. Oh wow, dude, that looks really clear. Wait, hold on. I'm seeing double. All right, get it away. I'm getting a headache. Stop. Ooh.
All right.
We're not the same.
Calm down. Everyone, calm down. Everyone, calm down. We are going to watch now a audience submission. Digital Jedi said, "Hey, you sent me some stuff in the mail, and I wanted to send you a video to show what you sent me." And I said, "Okay, I'll share that on the show. I haven't watched this yet, so let's take a look together."
He's awesome, actually.
Got the hookup from Stubbs. Check it out. Got a G Cloud, all kinds of cases. Got me a Mini Plus clone. This thing is actually pretty cool. Feels awesome. 353M, which is amazing feeling. X39. If you can't tell, I love purple, man. Stubbs. Some beats. Thanks, Stubbs.
That's absolutely frightening.
Thanks, Digital Jedi. That was a fun video. Enjoy the nubs, the music, the games, friendship, the laughter, the joy, and your pancreas.
To the pancreas.
Pancreas matters. Yeah.
You guys want to poke around at a tablet real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We see what it's about. We won't spend time. I don't want to like game test or into it, but let's see what the specs are and let's see what.
Hey, I love coffee,
is.
Michael.
Let's take a look.
Does coffee still work for you guys? Because I find that it has no effect on me anymore.
No,
I don't know. I don't even know anymore. I drink so much of it.
Same. I'm not sure if it's doing anything, but sure. I
I've
guess I'll
actually,
just keep drinking
when
it.
I'm home, I've moved on to espresso now. So
Oh,
yeah, I had to
haven't-
do that.
Maybe I should start doing that. I haven't been bold enough to switch to espresso.
I will have to be a shill for Costco for the current moment. They have a cold brew that is 2.5 the cups of coffee, and it's delicious. It's black. There's no sugar, so there's no cream. There's no nothing. It's just straight up black, and it is so good. And it fuels me up in the morning. I can always tell a vast contrast from not having it than when I do have it. So that's about it, and then I'm good to go. Costco coffee, Colombian blend.
I love Costco.
Of course, you're a tech dad. So
Yeah, I love Costco. I love their hot dog
you'd be the
combo.
dad that-
I like a slice of pizza. It's
A hot dog is $1.25 with a
I'm
drink.
on the other side of the fence because I'm with Sam's Club. Team Sam's Club.
You're
Oh,
Sam's,
no.
Sam's Club
I have
guy.
to go. I can't. Hey, can you
that's
please disconnect me from this? This is disgusting. I thought I was giving you the benefit of the doubt, but all right.
Oh, that's good, man.
At least I didn't say BJ's. I don't know if you guys got that where you live, but
Okay, you redeemed
We had
yourself.
those.
I like
we had
that.
those BJ's back in Brooklyn. So.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Did you have in Brooklyn? I'm just kidding. Why did I just go from 6 to
Yeah.
midnight again?
I can't.
All the time. All the time.
oh man.
All right. Let's see. What do we got here today? This is called a DooGee. And again, this is not. This is just an unboxing,
Hauser.
everybody.
Let's
This is.
go.
We got a
This is
Doogie there.
not. What do you say?
A Doogie Hauser.
It's a
This is
DooGee
the DooGee
hazard.
It's DooGee Hazard. This is not a review or anything like that. I'll show this off in a telescopic controller video soon, but let's just unbox it real quick and just see what it is, see what the price is, and see if it makes sense to us. So this is the DooGee. It's the T30 Max Smart Life for you, and it has 512 gigs of RAM and 512 gigabytes of SSD and 20 gigabytes of RAM. 8 plus 12.
I have to chime in for 1 second.
Okay.
Just to say that I'm kind of getting annoyed by these companies that are using the virtual swap as part of the advertising package. Because that's so deceiving
what?
to the
Rob,
consumer.
can you explain this? So this isn't really 20 gigabytes?
No. So it's
Can
8
you explain
gigabytes, and what they're doing is they're taking storage and then using it as virtual memory.
Virtual
basically.
memory.
Exactly. Yep.
Oh,
And it's
no.
nowhere near as fast as physical memory.
No,
no.
definitely not. Yeah, no. It's a new trend I've noticed with a lot of these budget tablets. And
So what's the actual RAM
it's
then?
8 gigabytes. 8 gigabytes.
Oh,
Yeah.
this makes a lot more sense now. How much do they want for this? Let's look this up real quick. This is called the T30 Max.
The virtual RAM.
That's the most that I've seen them a lot. Like, so generally, like when they're doing it, like you say you got an 8 gigabyte device, they allow for 8 gigs
that's what I've
of
seen as
virtual
well.
memory. I've never seen them go up so high in comparison to the actual physical memory. That's crazy. It is, I agree though. That's a crap marketing tactic.
Yeah, it's very deceiving because it makes it sound like it's actually got more RAM than it does. And you know, if you're not looking closely, you'll think you're getting a device. Oh, it's like, hey, this has got 20 gigs of RAM. That's awesome. But then it turns out it actually doesn't.
And it's no.
Well, look how big the 20 GB is compared to the rest of what it says.
Oof.
Well, and look at that too. It's
Yeah.
$350, and you're getting a G99 inside of it.
Oh,
12.4 inch IPS display, actually 8 gigs of RAM, 512 gigabytes of storage with Android 14. This
but
is
see, like even what they're doing right here in
they're
the
doing a coupon
title.
now. They're doing a coupon look, so it's probably congratulations.
We did it.
$50, so it's actually $300. But $300 for a G99 processor is
That's an ouch territory.
That's ouch. We're beyond KTR1.
Yeah.
We're beyond. We're even beyond Aya Neo with their new Pocket. What is it? Pocket Micro. It's going to be G99 for $200. I mean, we're sailing beyond that. So what's the benefit, Rob? Here, you think we're getting a 12.4 inch display?
I think that's obviously the big selling point. It looks like here, the big display. I don't know much about this tab. I'm just looking at the specs and stuff.
Well, yeah, and it has, so they claim it has a 10,800 milliamp hour battery, which should be
that's a big battery. Yeah, that's
be enough, right? G99 octa-core. But if we're lying about one of the specs, we have to take this all with a grain of salt, right? This is
a lot of these companies are doing that now.
Really,
I've seen
really
a lot in the Android space.
I like the green though. I like the green.
I like the green. I'm a huge fan of green. Yeah.
Cameras seemed interesting. That's cool. We get a dual camera, 50 megapixel. Okay. Stylus.
Pen support. Yeah.
So let's having that in mind, I guess let's see what we have here. I've already unboxed this, by the way. I just put it back in the box a second ago for presentation. I know. I can't.
Shit.
What's
Got to be transparent.
It comes with a folio case. That's pretty cool.
So yeah, this one, and I'm not clear. It showed in a bundle on the website, so I'm not clear if this is a review unit. By the way, I'm not clear if they sent this saying this is an option you can get, or if it comes with every one of them. But this did come with
a screen
and a second tablet. Yeah. So this first tablet I showed, not the correct tablet. This is a Lenovo M11 that I accidentally pulled out and boxed up in this box instead. Apparently, so it comes with that. Here's the actual tablet, and
funny.
Sorry, everybody. Please accept my shortcomings. Please. Here's the actual tablet, bigger now. So 12.4 inch. It actually is not too heavy for what I thought. Let me pull out my handy dandy new scale that I picked up.
NutriFit.
I love your scale.
Yeah, right. 670 grams. I know the camera's not picking that up, but it's 670 grams. That is nearly that's about the same weight as that Zotac Zone, actually.
I was thinking that too. Yep.
IPS display. I mean, it is nice and lightweight. I like the backing. That's like a suede or a fake leather kind of material back here.
Ooh.
And fancy cameras. That's nice. DooGee, okay. I wonder what the speakers are like. Oh, I want to hear the speakers, actually. That's exciting.
How many speakers does it have?
It has
two.
Two?
What about on the other
four?
side?
No, it does have four. You're right.
It should have four. Yeah.
So that's stereo. Nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That's sick. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Maybe we're not done here yet. We have power. Let's turn it on. Let's see. Does it work? That's step one. Look at this. Oh, we got to peel it off. I don't care. I'm peeling it off right now.
Slower. Oh, that's
sometimes better. Is it just me or like the pre-applied screen protector is awful?
No, wait.
Oh,
Look at the fire.
Oh, listen to the sound. Fire. Crackle.
I thought it said Dodge for a minute, like like the car company.
Oh yeah,
that's great.
Oh no!
What are these spots?
They're playing tricks on you. No.
Oh, wait.
Maybe there's another screen protector.
Yeah, see, that's another thing I've seen a lot too.
There's a second.
There's another screen. I was right. I thought it was the background.
Oh, Madhouse.
Double screen. Double the protection.
Oh my god.
That was an extra $50 in value right there.
Someone screen cap this.
That's amazing.
Yes, here at DooGee, we like to double wrap it before we. I don't even want to finish it. I'm not going to finish it. It's children watching.
I'm kind of having fun going through this. Oh, this is
it looks snappy at least.
Nice.
Well, it's not loaded,
the display is definitely blue tinted, if you can see that on camera.
Yeah, that's coming up pretty clear. Yeah.
So here's how bright it gets. Nice and bright. When we go dim, that might help a little bit. Somewhere around there. It has a little bit of a blue tint to it, so we might need to dial in this display. Do we have options to do that?
That's funny.
Feed the China tablet your Wi-Fi.
Yes.
No, I'm not.
Give him the Wi-Fi.
I'm not going to do it right now. I'm not going to do it right now.
I can't wait to see what you're watching.
Dark
Stubbs.
theme. No. They're going to be seeing a lot of Fleetwood Mac. You know, guys, I took a copyright share revenue claim against the channel today to put Fleetwood Mac into my Ally X video for 4 seconds, 5 seconds, and it was totally worth it. I don't even care because it's such a bumping song. And I was just dancing around to it on the X. It was good. That's neither here nor there.
I'm proud of you. That was the real decision.
Thank you. Yeah, it was good. We don't have any screen calibration options. Wait, yes, we do. Sorry. Colors, color temperature, intensity. Ooh. Oh.
Can you tell a difference? I can't really tell too much. Oh, that's
so.
Yeah, that's warm was a lot, but it was very much.
Now it looks better. So the cool color, though. Actually, yeah, that's okay. So that's way too cool. Let's leave it on normal with the intensity up. And see where we land. That looks a little better, right?
That looks pretty.
All right, this IPS, okay, this is not top quality IPS. Just, I can tell you that right now. It's nice, but it's not.
Yeah,
not amazing.
Give it your Wi-Fi. We're ready to receive your Wi-Fi network.
Is there any like random software installed on there, or is it just mostly just clean?
It's just clean. It looks like a pretty clean ROM so far, which is really good. Okay. I'm not seeing actually. That's really nice change. We're not seeing any. This is just a clean ROM, as far as I can tell. But you don't know what's in the background, of course, and so just you want
to. Yeah. With Android, it's easy to hide.
Yeah, and so just.
I always check the permissions when I get any of these devices.
Hybrid, look at that. Hybrid.
Hybrid.
We can actually change that.
It's
not a 20.
Hybrid.
Dude, the hybrid
It's
memory.
hybrid. It's not hybrid. Yeah. It's not hybrid, guys. It's hybrid. It's the new version.
Well, hello, Mr. Bird.
Okay. All right. Well, this is interesting. It's not getting hot so far. Do we have any fan controls or anything? No fans. Okay. Doesn't need it. That's good. G99 does not get all that crazy performant, and so I guess we really don't need that here. All right. We'll have to see how battery life is. Does it live up to the 10,000 milliamp hour claim? You do get this, at least they included with the review unit here, they included this casing. And so it looks like you can just do the usual fold method there. And yeah. Okay. All right. You get stuff. You get all the stuff you might need. Looks like it has
They sent you the wrong power adapter.
Oh, yeah, they did.
Oh,
You're right. Look at that.
Oh, did they give him the European?
Oh, son of a
That won't
Don't
work.
plug that in.
Well, is there? No, there's no other adapter. Well, all right. Looks like micro SD card slot access though, so that's good. All right. Does this fit
There's a
into
metal
the top of
frame,
controllers?
like a
This will fit.
metal frame around it.
It does feel like it has a metal frame. Yeah.
It has a micro SD, you said?
Yeah.
Or is it USB-C?
Well, you have that tool, and it looks like it accesses right here. Yeah. So let's.
Can't see it.
Well. Yeah, I know. My
I wonder if
let me
it'll
turn
sell-
my, let me turn my lights up
cellular
higher,
support.
sir.
I've seen
Anyways.
a lot of them coming with cellular support for 5G or 4G data.
Yeah, I think this one probably has those some type of
Where?
SIM support.
Now, where did I? My brain is just done today, gentlemen. Okay, here we go.
Ah, the dreaded tool.
Where'd that go? Yeah, here we go. Here we go.
I am not a fan of that.
It's
of
so
that approach.
nerve-wracking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not crazy about the slot like that.
You never
Yeah,
know if
so
it's sitting in right.
it looks like it has a
Oh, so-
spot for a mobile SIM.
Yeah, I think it has SIM support.
For both.
Yeah.
It looks like it has both.
Yeah, in micro SD. So there you go. That's kind of cool. I like that. I like that. This case that it
Hey
comes
guys,
with.
I don't know if you guys ever done it, but the first time this is years ago, when I first came home from the army, I owned a cell phone store, and getting into it, I didn't really know what I was getting into, and I took one of those SIM card ejector tools and I shoved it right in the microphone hole.
Oh no!
To be fair, I think we've all done that at some point.
No,
Here's
right
the
in the
new-
microphone hole. I was like, "Oh my
Here's the,
god!" What did I do?
Here's the GameSir G8 Plus. Not wide enough, but don't worry.
You're just gonna do that.
I love
I'm
that.
gonna do that.
Oh!
Oh no! It broke skin.
Oh!
Not good. Oh my god. Are you okay?
Ouch!
Oh god!
Dude!
Oh man,
NSFW.
he took a battle wound.
How are we gonna do this?
That's
How are
why
we doing
his
so it
thumbs
doesn't
look the
hurt
way
me?
they do.
Okay,
Yes, get the
do I have to like
feet,
use
Bob.
my foot?
Jeez.
Here we go. Okay. Oh, all that work and it's still not wide enough. Damn.
No.
Dang. That's not gonna do it all.
I
Really?
like that telescopic
Wait,
controller because
wait,
it doesn't
wait.
have the USB port.
Wait.
Ah.
Wait.
The GA
Oh,
Plus
nice.
is my
The
favorite
emulator enthusiasts will find a way. We will find a way. The e-waste connoisseurs, the owls, dedicated ones, we will find a way to make the ultimate wide retro handheld. Look what we have done today. Is this illegal?
I think so.
You decide.
That could be.
I like it. I
Depends
think
on
that
what
looks
country you're in.
really slick. I love the black frame with it, and it goes with the controller really well.
The tablet's gonna snap in half.
Snap in half. That looks fine. That looks fine. Don't even
Okay, look at that, dude. That's professional. Come on, look at that. Look at any wobble, A little bit of wobble,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all
a
right.
little bit. But
What are you gonna
this
do?
mostly works. But man, that really messed up my finger.
There is blood.
Well, there's no blood. There's no blood. There's no blood.
It's
There's
red.
no
I put games
There's
on
no
it.
blood. There's no blood.
Oh, huh?
There's no
Classic. That's great. Oh, that's good.
They have to keep that one for like a soundboard.
Okay, so I'll have to load.
Bordering creepy, but it's great.
I might now actually. I think I'm going to explore this tablet further. I'm now very curious. Huh?
I
What
think
did you
you
say,
said
Rob?
explode. I think
Explode?
you
No,
said
it didn't
explode.
It did kind of sound like explode. I was like, we're going to do it on or off camera.
Joel Buddy Zoo here.
Yeah, we could just use sound bites of Zoo and just create a video out of him. That sounds good to me. Okay,
Coming
so
next, AI Zoo.
I'm gonna explore this further. I want to see what the speakers are like. I want to see what emulation does on it now that I have an actual setup here. I really am just very curious. What will a G99 do on a screen this big? What's the resolution of the screen, Rob? Do we see that on there? Not there. Not
It's
here.
a pretty big screen. I wouldn't think it's going to be 1080, but I've seen worse.
It's okay. This is
going to be at least 2K.
No. This is a 4K display. It says IPS 4K. How is a G99 going to upscale PS1 to a 4K display? Do you think we're gonna be able to do that? Or you think we're gonna be playing 1080p? Like, it depends.
Maybe depends on the game, but
Test
you're not running PS2 at 4K. That's for sure.
No.
Yeah, no. It will explode at that point. For sure.
Not enough virtual RAM in the world.
It's just that I was, that's why I was telling DooGee Howser, I'm like, I'm not sure where this would fit in if we can't telescopic controller it. Can we do gaming on here with this high-end display? Said, let's unbox it on the podcast. Let's talk about it. But now as I'm getting into it, I'm very curious what the G99 will do at 4K resolution on here. So I think this is one I'm going to continue working through.
Temper your expectations of it too, because it's not actively cooled, so it won't be like
it will get.
It won't be
warm.
like the KTR
It'll throttle
or something like that. Yeah.
Well, and so this is probably funny as it is. I wonder if you could get some beautiful GBA upscaled or some beautiful PSP a little bit, and definitely like older games like NES, Pico 8. Like, let's get Celeste on here. You know what I mean? And let's see. And we can probably even put this in. You know what we can do, guys? We can put this in top.
3DS. I was already thinking.
That's what I'm saying.
3DS. That's where we're going with. That's where we're going with.
Do that and your DS, and we should see if that can do 3DS.
Why don't we?
That would be like the ultimate.
I mean,
yeah. Why don't we try?
It's about that right time since Lime's coming to the Play Store. So
I don't think 3DS is going to look so hot on a 4K display, unfortunately, because it's barely going to be able to run it as is. So I don't know that's going to go well, but I do think the DS itself we're going to be able to get looking pretty good on here. So let's do Tate mode. Let's do shmups. Let's do a little bit of Pico 8 and see. Yeah, more to come on that. Very interesting. Very interesting. Did not.
Some
that was a
arcade would look good on there.
I threw myself for a curveball on this.
Some shmups, man.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I love them, bro.
Yeah, that is definitely a DS machine. So the only thing though is that once again, we said it before, the price of what they're asking here, $300.
That's high. Yeah.
But that is a 12.4 inch screen, and so if it fits your exact needs and it checks those boxes, it can be worth it to pay the premium if it meets your particular niche. But they're going to need to come down in price. I wonder, do they sell the T30 Max on Amazon or AliExpress for maybe a little bit cheaper?
I imagine it's cheaper on AliExpress, especially with like a sale or something.
Yeah, I'm just. You guys don't want me to.
For me, it's a hard sell when it's like you look at the other stuff.
You guys do not want me to show you what the actual price is. You do not want me to show you.
I'm not one of those like on sale prices. Like,
get ready.
Get ready. You can buy a OnePlus Pad 2 for less.
Yeah.
We're looking at $460 for this tablet on Amazon for a G99 processor. That is wild to me that they can. I mean, did people buy this? Are people purchasing this, or is it just other reviewers who are saying, "Hey, it's great"?
Yeah, is it just like a Vine customer review or
Yeah, those customer review.
Yeah, no, there's
exactly.
verified purchases. Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
I mean,
Oh,
it
that's
says
interesting.
verified. It seems like it's verified purchases. One of the best tablets I've ever owned.
Wow.
Wait, this one says 32 gigs plus 512 gigs. So are they advertising a 32 gig box?
There might
well,
be more. That might
I
be. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It looks like they're including it with that stand, by the way. So I guess it just comes with it, which is fantastic. The screen is very bright, so it works outdoors for them, which is cool. But what else do you have here? What I like to do on these reviews, everybody, is look at the 1 star and the 2 stars, because that's where you're going to get. That's where you're going to get the.
I think someone was talking about the. What are they talking about there? Grain of salt.
Stubbs, are there different tiers for which ones you can get? Do they have like one that has more RAM to it?
Yeah, go to.
Is that why it's more expensive, or?
Yeah, so they have a green one for $459, and then you have the black one for
And more.
$500.
I'm so confused by
Okay.
What's up with the size though? The size is 32 gigs plus 512. What?
Okay, so this is the
What's that
high end.
even
You're
mean?
right. You're right. This is the high end SKU, and it probably has that hybrid thing, like you're saying. So if you want to get the one that I have here, this is $400 on Amazon, which is about an average up sale from what we see on Chinese website. This is not out of the realm, but they also are selling it, yes, for $500 here. They do have a Pro model, which is the same G99 processor. You're getting a 2.5K screen, which is honestly better for this chipset. When you're having a lower powered chipset, you really want to get less resolution on that screen so you can fully upscale things to the proper way to not impact your performance. But yeah, so this one is probably my preferred buy here because you're getting 15 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs. You get a lower resolution display, 11-inch tablet, so you can fit it in more telescopic controllers. A little smaller battery, sure, probably lighter weight. Has 4 speakers again, and this comes in at $200, and that's the T30 Pro. And they have a blue one. That's probably what I would recommend. I don't think the Max would make sense for mini, honestly, unless you want that 12.4-inch screen, and that's really your priority. Don't game on here. That's not probably what you're going to want to do. If we look it up on AliExpress, and I know we're talking about this tablet for a while now, I'm just kind of going down the curiosity hole at the moment.
They're just selling it peak really quick, but I mean, basically at that price point, there's like other hard-hitting tablets in those price points.
Well,
man.
So you'll be happy to know, and I'll make sure to get a link for this in our description, but the actual DooGee store on AliExpress is selling this tablet for $268 with free shipping. Yep, free shipping.
That's a huge difference. That's
Okay.
like $200 difference.
So let's reevaluate. At $268, does a tablet like this make sense with the G99 in it and all the specs you're getting? This is at the tail end of sort of maybe territory, but
yeah,
it's that 8 gigs of RAM for me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's
just the I feel like the G99 is it's a little. I'd like to see something newer. At that price point.
Yeah,
a little bit.
I just don't understand the G99 pairing with the 4K, powering a 4K screen. That's where it feels like it's got to be sluggish, but we'll see.
You're gonna have to do a lot of downscaling. I feel like
You're gonna have to do downscaling.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to do downscaling.
Yeah.
And apparently, I mean, people are saying, and I've had one for a little while. The Y700 by Lenovo is fantastic. Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 inside with the latest gen for it, and yeah, that thing is an awesome handheld. I think it's what?
It's an A plus Gen 1.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
So
there's rumors that they're releasing a new version this year with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. So that'd be kind of nice to see.
Diarrhea.
Oh.
But for like that 9-inch tablet, definitely the Y700 is my pick for a high-end Android tablet. And then like my new favorite is the OnePlus Pad 2, which has a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, which is really nice.
How much is that running for?
They have like promotions on the OnePlus website, so like
game of
400.
There he is.
I don't know why that keeps happening.
Yeah, it's around 400. They have lots of promotions that they kind of drop the price down.
That's a great deal. $400, man.
For a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, yeah. I mean, like that's what you want to see more of, a little more modern stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like that G99 is just like in
tough, man.
everything, every budget device, and it's like, okay, it's getting a little bit tired.
Yeah, it's getting aged. It's getting yeah.
What model was that again, Rob?
The OnePlus Pad 2. Yeah, it's a nice one, nice tablet.
Rob's the guy to go to for tablets, really. He's been testing out a lot of those higher end ones on his channel. I know Derek on our channel is going to be reviewing the Y700 though, so stay tuned if you want. If you're curious about these tablets and using them, and really, I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with them. It's just get the right one. You know, why settle? If you're going to spend, and the Y700 comes in when it's on sale around $270 to $300, so you're getting a lot more there. It is an IPS display as well. My personal favorite tablet, if you all wanted to know, is spend a little bit more. My favorite is the Samsung Tab S9 because you're getting an AM OLED screen paired with that Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. Beautiful display, very lightweight, awesome accessories, gorgeous, just gorgeous display. It's expensive, and on sale you can get it around $500 to $600 on some of these Best Buy sales. So just stay tuned for that if you really want the best looking display.
I was actually just going to speak on that because I just Best Buy has a sale right now on the S9 FE, which I just bought my 9-year-old.
Oh, you like the FE?
And I like the regular S9. I had one, but I broke it, and it fell out of the car when my daughter was using it.
Got it.
So,
okay.
I just bought her an S9 FE, and I was gonna do a review on it, test it out, see how it does emulating. But they're selling for like $300 on Best Buy right now, and the build quality is nice, beautiful screen, metal body, and I mean it's Samsung. Samsung makes great OLED displays and really capable hardware. So
yeah, that's like my wish list for the Pad 3. I want to see an OLED display on the next version from OnePlus, and a micro SD slot. I hate companies that are taking out the micro SD. It's driving me crazy.
Me too. And I think OnePlus is using AMOLEDs on their phones, so
so there's probably a good chance they'll start doing that for the tablets.
Yeah. I like OnePlus. They do great for the money. Like they give you a lot for the money. They always have.
Always have. Yeah.
I've actually never tried a OnePlus product before. I've heard lots of hype, and I really want to try their dual screen phone. So I might try a tablet, a phone. I don't know.
All I have to say is, Andrew, we're gonna make me spend $2,000 on a freaking Pixel Fold. I can't do it though. But I'm like, he says it's so good. I'm like, oh no.
Well, he said the new Pixel Fold 2 is really good, right? Which is going to be easily $2,000. I know.
I just can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't.
I want to try it. I am a fan of the folds. I use a Z Fold.
So nice.
And I'm a super fan. I love it.
Yes, Stubbs loves the folds as well. Yeah.
I love the folds as well. Yeah, I actually am back on an S24 Plus at the moment, and I kind of miss my folding phone. I thought that it made more sense to switch to something just unibody like that because I'm never using that folding screen unless I'm doing game testing or game stuff. And I'm like, I'll save the money, you know. And I miss it because I used to fold it in tent mode to watch shows.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean?
Do it all the time. Yep.
And I'm like, I guess I did kind of use that. So
I do a lot of media consumption.
Yep. And you can use it.
Of media consumption.
You can read ebooks as well and split screen and
stuff.
Yeah. I wanted it originally for 3DS and DS, which does not split cleanly on the Z Fold. It's not going to be.
The aspect ratio is off for it.
Which is why the Microsoft Surface Duo is the ultimate emulation fold phone still for me. You know, it just really is. And so these new fancy phones just can't compete with what you get in that form factor, weight, and size, and kind of everything, except for battery. Its battery's pretty poor these days. But the fold phones are interesting, you know what? And the also the Fold 2 looks cool for the price. I'm going to hold off, but the OnePlus is the one that really had me looking because it has closer to a 4:3 aspect ratio, at least more so than my Fold. So this is a sickness I can't afford to get into right now, though. So I'm just gonna hold off.
I can't. I mean, I see a $1,900 price tag, and that's kind of where I have to step out. I'm like, nope, I can't do it.
This is like a next year.
That's tough.
Thing.
Yeah.
Next 2 years.
They're pricey for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
let's not even go down that route yet. But
I'm jealous. I
have
want
I'm
to
a
addicted
phone
to
now.
tech. It's
well,
my
they're
sickness,
kind of makes you feel like Inspector Gadget. I'm not gonna lie. Like you feel
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Pennies,
No,
no.
what makes you feel like Inspector Gadget is playing Game Boy on your smartwatch.
Oh,
Yes.
so,
Yeah,
I
this is
want to
the,
just see someone in public doing that. I have to see that happen.
This is the what do you call this?
I believe that's a
Galaxy
watch.
Well,
is that the Ultra, the Galaxy Ultra watch?
no, I didn't. No, I don't like big watches because they just weigh me down. Like they're kind of heavy. This is the smallest size. This is like the 40 millimeter.
Okay.
It's the watch.
I usually go 40
7.
millimeter too. Yeah,
Is it the 7's the newest? I think it's the latest generation. I don't actually keep up with the smartwatch industry too tightly, but this definitely tracks my steps, tells me if I need to drink some water, and tracks my
I
sleep.
like the band. The green with the orange.
Yeah, so the band is a default option that comes with it. It's called like Sport Hybrid Band, so you can use it for all around.
That's cool.
For anything when you're running, jogging, lounging, taking a shower, probably. I don't know. Like it's just versatile. So
I was like really on the watch hype for a long time, like
Same.
smart watches, and I kind of went back to just regular watches. I just got
Yep,
tired
that's
of
what happened to me
having
too.
to charge it all the time.
No.
Like just charge. That's the part that killed it for me. Is just
So,
like,
like,
having to charge it.
the
For
battery
me, what
dies.
killed it was
Yeah.
when I don't know if you guys remember Pebble, the Pebble smartwatch.
Yeah.
I do.
I like
That thing actually, it used an e-ink display, and you didn't have to charge it all that much, and it was like it was
Oh.
simple, but it gave you some of that cool tech features. And
Hold on, Rob.
Yeah.
I need to yell at Zoo for a second. Zoo, yes, I have tried to wear a watch in the shower to test it for science, but not as a regular occurrence. But also sometimes I need to know. I need to get my steps in anywhere I can get them. Thank you. Bye.
August. And this month,
No.
More.
I mean, Zoo would know
No.
too. I mean, we still don't quite know what happened at CES. Just a lot of stories, a lot of rumors.
Well,
Let's
he
shake my darn
as
head.
I tell every time, he took his pants off. He wildly busted into the room at 3 in the morning while Russ and I were sleeping in bed together. And
Well, that's a new version.
That's
I haven't
nice.
heard that one.
I didn't
He
realize
busts in
that.
there.
I heard him walking in with a wife beater, but I didn't hear
he has
him
the wife beater.
de-pantsing himself.
He's
So
running.
wife beater and no pants.
Chasing me around the room. It has that music playing from one of those shows. Do, whatever the hell that is.
Allegedly.
I'll find footage of this. There
See,
is
I-
footage.
See, Jedi's asking the right questions. That's what I'm saying.
What does he want to know?
That's what I want to know. Yeah.
How does Zoo know that?
Because I was just saying a minute ago that you can probably use it in the shower.
But he said he saw you wearing it in the shower.
Oh. He says allegedly.
Allegedly.
I mean, things got personal. So here he is forcing me to take shots of Malort, which is this just horrible
Oh, it's
tasting
disgusting.
swill for like Midwest
Uh.
swill. I don't know what to call it. It's just awful. And I'm dying, and we're all dying. And Rob's like, Did you try it?
I did.
Yeah.
He didn't get the reaction he was hoping for, though. He got it out of you. For me, I was just kind of like,
It was
it's just disgusting alcohol. But I'm like,
it was next level, man. I
I
couldn't.
was like, I don't know how else to react to
I
it.
couldn't. I
It's
couldn't.
pretty bad. It was pretty disgusting.
I feel like I'm not old enough to watch this podcast. Well, we've never. I mean, we are adults.
I'd have to say he's probably older than all of us, but I don't know.
It's really
I don't know.
it's really hard to say. I don't know. I wish Zoo was here right now. He could say hi and he could kind of tell us his thoughts on things, but he's not here. You know what? And he's not.
oh, hi.
There he is.
Can you imagine how many ladies he gets with that?
Well,
wow.
I mean, he has the look. So hi, Zoo.
Glasses, yeah.
I will say, it only just took me until now to realize that he was wearing literally AR glasses. I didn't even realize it until that last one. So maybe he could pick up a couple
Joe
of
Buddy
ladies.
Zoo here to
All
tell
right,
you.
never mind. Put him back on. Put him back on.
Zoo jump scares are the best. Well, everybody,
man.
that was everything we know about the DooGee T30. Pick it up if you're interested. I'll add links later, and I want to explore this because it is a curiosity now and might be kind of cool, but it's way too expensive. Way too expensive. Come down in the price another $100. Let's talk off that AliExpress price, and let's have a little chit chatty poo. Very good. Thank you for sending it over. And it's my first DooGee product, and I will evaluate it and take a look. Very good. Now, before we get out of here, everybody, I wanted to talk to our guest, Sir 2LOUDTech.
Hey. Sorry, I was just talking in the comments.
Oh, no, that's okay. I'm glad you're interacting with the show. That's good. Sir, welcome to the show. And before we get out of here, you had a topic you brought in today, and you wanted to know, we wanted to talk about the struggle of being a new YouTuber. You're almost at 2,000 subs. What's that been like for you? Like, how did you get above 1,000 subs? That's the toughest part, I feel like.
Oh, yeah, that was hard.
Well, I actually did it really quick. I think I got 1,000 subs within like 2 months, which was
nice.
really, really quick. And it was I just kept putting out content as much as I could.
Yeah.
And but I will say, like, it's really costly getting into it in the beginning. A lot of people don't realize just how much you're going to spend because you don't really have sponsors or anything like that in the beginning.
It's expensive.
And, I think within the first 2 months, I'd probably spent around $4,000 to $5,000. That's including a Mac because my Windows PC wasn't capable of doing all of the 4K editing and stuff that I was trying to do because I wanted really good quality. I didn't want to just get in here and just make mediocre quality content.
Right.
I think I spent $4,000 to $5,000. And but I bought a gang of handhelds, like a ton of them, and it's been fun. And I've also had a lot of other people in the community that are really helpful. I have to shout out, honestly, I do. General, I call him the General Tech Dweeb. He's been amazing with me. He's been so awesome with me, and he's really helped me out and gave me a lot of pointers. He's gave me a lot of good critiques, and just awesome guy. And just everybody in general, though, man, I really love this community because everybody just helps each other out, and it's easy to just get in and work with each other. And I think that also too, I was told when I first started, it's not really about how big of a channel you have. It's the quality of the work that you put in.
Yes,
and,
absolutely.
That really helps promote your channel. Like if your channel is getting clicked on and they're watching for 30 seconds or less and just leaving, you're not going to get anywhere. But if you could get them to be engaged and watch more of the videos, and share the videos, it does help a lot too. And I try to find also just little things that other people are not capitalizing on. Like, the first thing I do with most of the devices when I get them is just crack them open. I just unscrew them and just take them apart and see what can I swap, what can I change out, how can I make it better. I have like a drawer full of Hall effect sticks and little different speakers and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and
you got to
messing around with that stuff. Yeah. So,
well,
I mean, it's been super fun.
That's great. And so here you are, and you put in the work, you put in the effort. You have 27 videos out already, and you have 1.73K. Let everybody who's watching, if you don't mind sparing a sub for the man, subscribe at 2LOUDTech. We'll make sure to get that into the chat. And if someone doesn't mind getting that in chat there, and youtube.com/@2LOUDTech. Get that man up to 2K already. Let's do this by tomorrow. Let's just do it. And subscribe. Awesome content, great guides, as people in the comments are pointing out. Like, you make awesome tutorials, and you got that energy, and you are a community man, and that is what just people like to see, not just a YouTuber spouting off specs and all that stuff. So that's what you want to do.
Engage. I engage with all my comments. I engage with everybody. I don't really call people my viewers. I call them my friends, and I just like to hang out and talk and chat in Discords. And this is a very early video, and I was really getting into
but you're
confident and comfortable on camera. doing these tutorials and stuff.
And your music is bumping too. Oh,
Well, I have a
B-roll.
friend who actually makes music for me, makes my beats for me and stuff.
Oh,
And yeah, so I have a lot of fun with it. I have to say that editing is my least favorite part, and
me too.
also too, this handheld is one of the handhelds that I really didn't want to review. I'm pretty sure, like most who reviewed the RG 2024. But
such a redundant.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But I still did it, So it was a sponsor sent it to me, or one of these stores sent it to me to review. So I just did my due diligence and I put out a review for it.
Comment,
but I enjoy it.
Good, yeah.
I enjoy buying like all kind of little background stuff to make the scenes and all that stuff. And plus, the fact that I have 5 kids means I can just go around the house and start picking up stuff like a Pokemon here and a Jurassic Park over there.
Is that what the Too Loud comes from?
Yeah. Well, no, actually, it works for it for sure, but actually, a buddy called. My buddy made the name for me because I'm just generally loud. I can be really loud when I'm into something or excited about something.
Excited.
Yeah, so I can be pretty loud, and I used to just like come into people's house and like as loud as I can, like, "Hey, what's up, everybody?" Like I'm a happy person. I like to make people happy and just have a good time. And I was in the Army, so I'm used to just being generally loud because when we're in the field trying to get messages across, it's like my voice is a rock and it'll get there. So
and I love your dialogue and your voiceovers in your videos too. So.
Yeah,
you got the plan.
I try to be more chill when I'm doing voiceovers and not so hyped because a lot of times I'm recording and my kids are sleeping. So
that's fair. Yeah,
I'm not trying to wake them back up.
I did the same thing in my MikeySax video that came out today. It was like, yep.
Yeah, it's fun. It's been a fun experience, and I look forward to just getting into it more. I have a number of handhelds that I still need to get done with reviewing, and I have some more coming in, some more different types of devices, just Pi 5 driven devices and stuff like that, like Raspberry Pi.
That's great.
Yeah, I want to get into just doing different stuff, and like I was saying, like I want to include more of the outdoor stuff because I am into outdoors. And yeah, you're listening to a friend. That's my outro.
Well, let's. That's good. And we want to know a few things. And also, I'm hearing someone listening to a radio or something.
It's extremely comfortable.
No, I think it's you playing.
It's you playing the video.
It's actually thick in a good way.
Oh, is it me?
Yeah, somebody has a video.
It's in a good way.
I was wondering. I was going crazy.
I was like, "What's happening right now?" What's
happening? I just subscribed.
Scribbled.
Oh, thank you.
I scribbled,
dibbled, quite at the perfect
double
spot,
jibbled,
though.
and I didn't even realize I just butt dialed a video up. You're welcome.
It's all right. I unboxed. It's all right. I unboxed the
it.
wrong tablet today.
Pick in a good way.
You did.
We'll talk about the Lenovo M11 another day, different day. Anyways, a couple questions before we get out of here. What's your favorite butt rock band? Zoo wants to know from Zoo Reviews.
I don't want to lie. I don't know what a butt rock band is.
Okay,
so
that has been the answer from every guest ever in the history of the show. Butt rock band is going to be Nickelback style, Creed, that sort of idea.
I guess if I had to choose, so I was raised in West Palm Beach, Florida, South Florida, and down there it's like everybody's into rap and stuff. I didn't really get into rock until I was older. I got a little bit older, like late 20s. I'm 36 now. So if I had to choose like a Nickelback or a Creed or something, I guess it would be like a Creed. I don't know. I'm not that familiar with like all of their music, but I guess it would be like Creed because that's the one that's most familiar in my head, I guess.
Let's go with that. Creed it is. Coffees for MikeySax and 2Loud. Look at that. You got $10, dude. Let's get you some coffees.
Look at this
Thanks,
graph.
Michael.
Awesome.
Oh,
wait, really?
Wait a minute. We have to play the super chat. Thank you.
Oh my God. Awesome. Thank you so much, man. That's really beautiful. Now look at this graph. Look at this graph. I don't know. It's in.
Thank
butt
you,
rock
Mimi
too.
Mike Max. Look, can I see MikeySax? I mean, can I see your graph again? Just see your graph. See your
Yeah,
graph.
I'd like to see the graph.
Like,
Look
oh,
at this
that's-
graph.
Thanks, Mikey.
You're welcome.
What a sweetheart. All right.
Nice.
I heard Too Loud was an
Pretty good.
e-waste hoarder. Is this true?
I plead the fifth. I don't want
Fair.
Company.
And here's some workman's comp. Oh, thank you. Oh, because my finger. Thank you so much. I'm going to put some ice on that after the show. It still is like throbbing, by the way. Yeah, thank you so much. I'm going to send you. Thank you. Let's do super chat.
That's selfish, man. He's awesome. He's an awesome guy.
Thank you very much. Hey, Too Loud, JN 2002. What would you recommend a beginner like me do to start a handheld channel?
Well, I would say first of all, you really gotta love it. You have to enjoy, dealing with these handhelds, and really, I think a big part that a lot of people are starting that I noticed because I still consume content. I watch content like crazy. I'm always watching big channels, little channels, just everybody. And I would say that a lot of stuff, something that a lot of like newer reviewers are just, I guess, slips their mind is lighting. I think lighting is a huge part. Just having good lighting.
Yep.
I mean, you don't have to go out and buy the most extravagant camera. I'll be honest with you guys. A lot of my recording is done on a Z Fold.
Great.
I do a lot of recording on a Z Fold or an iPhone, and just really good lighting, and just do research. Enjoy the devices as you're using them. You will learn more about them, and just that's it, really, man. Just have fun with it. That's the biggest thing. Have fun with it, because when I do it, it's really my break away from father daddy time. Like this is my time to just go and have a good time. Like, let me tinker with something. Let me have fun with something. Let me try some new firmwares here. I'll break out like 6 SD cards and load up all different firmwares on all of them and just run through them, man.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Well, good question. Thank you very much, and great answer. I want to hear more from you when we have you back on the show, because you got to come back on. This has been a lot of fun. I love your reactions when you're seeing some of this stuff. It's so it gets me going.
I love it.
Okay.
Love it.
Digital Jedi asks Too Loud, what is your favorite game of all time? And we're gonna skip part 2 until the next time, because we got T-minus 2 minutes.
My favorite game of all time is I don't know. It's kind of like if I have to choose a retro game, it's different than my favorite game of all time. My favorite game of all time is kind of super niche. It's a PC game. It's called Warframe. Nice. And I spent way too much time in that game. Like
Warframe.
Like way too much time in that game. My favorite retro game of all time is I would have to say Metroid. I love Metroids. I like all the Metroids. I always have. I love Pokemon's too, but I really do love Metroid. Yeah,
you can't go wrong with the classics. And also, I want to hear more about that. The other question was, ask the panel what their favorite unpopular device is. We will come back to that next time, everybody. As we're wrapping up here. 3D Print Studio. How many Stubbs nubs to get banned to dance on his desk? Well, he's not a show monkey, and we do not force him to do anything. But thank you, Norm from the 3D Printed Studio. Very great question. Last question, Mike Benny. You put a desktop operating system on the 35XXH. What gives you the right?
I don't think I have a right. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have the right. I just kind of just do things. I'll deal with the repercussions afterward.
I like that. On that note, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you so much for your time, Too Loud. I can't wait to have you back on the show.
Thank you.
Give him a subscribe at 2LOUDTech, and a welcome again, MikeySax, to the channel.
Check out my new video.
Check out his new video. He did a video on the RG Cube, which was a lot of fun, a retrospective of the last month of having the device and his final kind of thoughts on that. Really good review. Check that out. Check out Rob the Retro Tech Dad and everything he's been up to. You can even watch my videos if you want. But first, I want to say just thanks for watching, subscribing, commenting, sharing our stuff, because you guys are just freaking awesome, and that's why we come back every week to do this. And a special thanks to our channel members, patrons, and subs for making this show possible. Perks with RH start for as little as $2 a month. join us in our Discord to chat and play games, and join us on the next episode where we're going to be talking to, and if Ban was here, I'd be saying, hey, Ban, what are we talking about next week? But he's not. So I'm just going to have to wing it. Rob?
Hi.
Hey, who's on next week anyways? I think we actually have Cyber Dopamine this week.
Yes. Cyber
Okay.
Dopamine's next week.
Yes, next week, Cyber Dopamine, everybody. All right. And with that, I think we're going to get out of here. This has been Stubbs on behalf of Rob, Too Loud, and Mikey
Good night,
Sax.
everybody.
Mikey, play us out, sir.
Okay. All right. Here I go.
Take care of those handhelds.
Take care of those handhelds.
Take care. Oh, that's how you do it. Take care of
And
those
each
handhelds.
Take care of those handhelds and subscribe.
And
you know,
subscribe
look at my
to
new
each
video.
other. Okay, bye, everybody.
And drink coffee.